Yo, I know it one time. I know you one time. Kev, get him. They want somewhere to go. Hey, yo, man, man. You gotta pay to go to work. You gotta pay them to go for a job. You're trying to get paid so you can have a better life. You gotta pay them to go to work. When you think about it, you paying for that job, kid. You know what I'm saying? You are paying for that job. And you think about it. It depends on when you sit down and do the math. You're paying them to go to their jobs. You're paying them. They're not paying you. No, it don't work that way. Do the math, sit down, and it all depends on how much you're getting paid, how much your expenses are, how much all that is. Think about that. You're paying them to go to work. Yo, just when you do it mathematically, you are paying. Yo, they got it. Dude, they got it. They. Oh my gosh, dude, you are paying to go to work. Like, dude. Oh man, like what kind of deal is this? We're paying these people to go to their jobs. They hire you. It's all, dude. You sit down, like I said, you do it mathematically and just do the numbers. You're gonna be like, wait, yo, I'm paying these people like I'm paying them to go to work. I'm paying them. I'm supposed to be getting paid so I can pay bills. Or we're supposed to be chilling. Like the whole point of the job is so you can have a life to live. Like I don't care what job it is. You know, what's the whole point of paying when you can, especially as an adult? You know what I mean? Because let's face it, not everybody's going to go to college. It's just the reality. It's just what it is. And most people who do, a lot of people who do go to college, they don't even. They're in debt. They're in like over $100,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? They trap you in any kind of way, man. It's crazy, man. That's why the lottery is so famous and that number's so high and it makes so much money just off of the thought that people have that financial freedom. Off of the thought. Just the thought alone is making these just our thoughts of us having that kind of money is making them really rich, like in real time. And us, we just got a thought, like, man, it'd be nice to win the lottery. It'd be nice to win the lottery, man. And it's just a thought, and you paying for a thought. Think about it. These people you paying these people real money for a thought. Just to think, dream, man, it'd be nice if I could you know. Hey, thanks for those likes. Thanks for those likes. Thanks for the thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoying the video, you know. Who's that? Yeah. Magnum. Yep. You know it. Right. Yep. Danielle is in the building. Alright. But just think about how crazy that is. And you really think about it. I don't know. You know what? How these thoughts come to mind is some days I shut everything down. I shut everything off. Phones, computers, TVs. I don't have none of that stuff. And my brain starts going like to these different dimensions. And I'm thinking about things that's like so clear, makes sense. The family that's robbing you, secretly robbing you, and they put that love stamp on it. The family, oh, we love you, we're your family, and they're secretly robbing you. These are the people. You the one got to get up and go to work. They don't want to do nothing. They just secretly robbing you, and they use that word family. Oh my gosh, oh man, it's when you cut the TV off and all the electronics. Just sometimes you need to do that. I'm telling you, your brain. You don't. A lot of those people you hang around with, you're not going to want to hang around them no more. I'm telling you. The only reason why they're hanging with you because they see you don't see what they're doing. You go home. We all did it. We watched the most ignorant, stupid crap, and it keeps us ignorant, keeps us from thinking. And when you realize, you're like, wait a minute, you just cut all the stuff off. You cut all the stuff. Just cut all of it off. You don't need it you don't need all this stuff every day. You cut your brain. See, that's what they don't want your brain to wander. Your brain will wander like, wow, dude, that really, you really start thinking like, wow, man, I can't believe it. Like, you have a meeting with yourself. You notice all these companies at the jobs, they're always having a meeting with them about their stuff. You know, it's never about you and what you think and what your thoughts are. It's always about what the company wants of you and all that stuff. You need to have a meeting with yourself sometimes. You just have a meeting with yourself. Cut all the TVs off, because you know when at a company meeting, you notice they don't have no TV on in there. You're not watching HBO and and there's none of that stuff. You are not allowed. You're not on your phone. They want you to pay attention to what they have to say at those job meetings. It's just them and what they have to say about their stuff. It's all about their stuff. And it only matters to whoever works there. Just think about why you're having that meeting and all those other people driving past, walking past. They don't know what's going on behind those closed doors. They can care less. It only applies to, like, when you can just walk out and be like, I quit this job. It don't apply to you no more. See, but it's only a meeting about them and their stuff. So that's why I say you got to turn all that stuff off and have a meeting with yourself. Things will be clearer. You'll start knowing who the snakes are in your family. I'm telling you, you're going to be cutting a lot of people off. You're going to be, when you realize this, like, wow, you're going to be cutting a lot of people off, because these people are purposely stopping you from achieving anything you're trying to achieve in life. They are. They don't want you to. They know as soon as you get there, you're going to cut them off like a bad habit that they are. And they use that we love you with family, and it's like, listen, we need to all be working together and doing something. I'm not going to go drive miles and miles away to some family's house to just sit and stay stagnant and watch what they're watching on television. Nah. I cut that out. I can't do it. It's like, when you start going through the things you're going through with your job, I'm telling you, everything's starting to make sense now. You don't have no stock at your job. They don't even come to you one time like, yo, like on some real stuff. Like, listen, man, you ever consider like going back to school, getting a degree? They don't say none of this stuff. It's like, stay here. They'll allow you to stay there and get paid a low wage until you get old and die. They'll never help you get out of that. No, none of those people will. That's why I said you got to wake up and listen. I'm gonna just tell you something, man. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it because it's boring. It's very boring. What I'm about to say, I know I sound like your parents. You don't want to hear it. You want to hear about fun stuff. I know that. But I got to be honest with you. The book is like magic. Like the book, whatever you read, it really is. It's like it. I'm not saying it's like black magic, but it is magic. Books are magical because it's like when soon as you decide, I didn't go to school like that. I dropped out of high school, and but I noticed that was something they kept from me when I was a kid. That was one thing they kept from me is from reading. They kept and now I get older, I'm like, wonder. It's because of the power in reading. The power, like once you start reading, it rhymes. Whatever rhymes is true. That means it's true. Once you start reading, you'll start succeeding. It's just the way it is. Once you read, you will succeed. It's just no other way out of it. It's no other way to go. It's just the way it is. It's either you're going to read books or do crime. That's the only options in the United States when it comes to finances. And let me tell you, you don't have to read a lot. You can read a little, but you're going to see how good it makes you feel. Like, man, you know what? That felt really good to read that one paragraph or whatever, You're going to realize how good it feels. This lady going, look, let me do this. Here we go. Yep. But I noticed, and I noticed, man, you can't just get up and work a job. You got to, because these people don't want you to be nothing, man. I noticed that, son. I noticed nobody wants you to be nothing, dog. They don't, especially when it comes to finances. That's what you should be focused on. And I noticed why a lot of, and I'm not saying anybody is bad, like that's a parent or nothing like that. But the ones who's watching this live stream, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a lot of our parents coming up, they didn't even want us to know about money when we were young. Why they didn't want us to know about money when we were young? Because it's like money gives you your own freedom. And a lot of people, especially our parents, they want to keep that hold and lock on us forever. They don't want us to be, they always want you to be under them. Remember when you were young and they always threatened to kick you out of the house if you don't do this, I'll kick you out of the house. You don't do that, I'll kick you out of the house. They had that over, they had something over you, even your own parents. I know people think, no, man, my parents love me. Well, some of your parents, they genuinely did, and I met a lot of people and their parents that genuinely loved them. I'm talking about, they don't care how old their kids get. If the kids are ever struggling or in need, they tell their kids, yo, you come back with us, you always have a place to stay. I don't care how old you get or what you're going through. But let me tell you, some of the parents they like, oh no, you on drugs now. Oh, but when you was up and mom, feeling good, feeling pleasures, that was all good, right? You made me, it wasn't our choice to be born. It wasn't our choice. We wasn't, if it was our choice, then we couldn't say nothing. But listen, you made us, you brought us to this world, which is nothing but, it's not, you can make it heaven if you want. You can definitely make it. Life is what you make it. But that whole time of being young, you mean to tell me nobody decided to be like, yo, listen, it's a tough world out there when you get to adulthood, when it comes to you getting, especially financially. So we want to make sure, because you got all this time, you're still young, we want to set you up. So you never have to worry about struggling. We want you to struggle in the beginning so you know what other people are going through. We don't want you to be born rich or nothing. But we're going to put money away for you. So by the time you in your 30s or whatever, you can retire if you want. You don't have to listen to the government and do their retirement and listen to another human being and another human being telling you what your life age be to retire at a stupid job. How is this possible that another human being is telling us, and we just sit there and take it and listen to it? Well, I'm retired and brag about it. Hold up, got the cops. We got the cops. At least I'm not texting. I may be on a phone, but I'm not texting. Oh, those cops are there hard. Those cops are there hard. Oh, they looking for somebody to speed past them. Whoa, two of them, two cops for the price of one. Oh man, there's a lot of cops over here. They are, what's going on? Why they pulling? What's today? Wednesday. Well, why so many cops on the highway now? Damn, they are anywhere, man. Anywhere, man. They pulling people over this guy. Speeding. It ain't worth it. These guys are hitting on the side and the bushes. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But you know what? I realize, and not saying, I'm watching this movie Scarface, and I know a lot of people disagree with how he came up, then being a big drug dealer and all this. That wasn't the concept though. It was the concept of that you can be a small time a nobody in America and you can come up, you know? You can come up. If you put your mind to it, you just gotta leave people who ain't doing nothing. You gotta leave them people alone. I'm telling you, I know it. You just gotta leave them nobodies alone, because these people, they just keep asking you for stuff, and they don't want to go out and get nothing themselves. They don't want to go out and get a job themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it can be the crappiest job, but that's how it starts. You need to be getting something, because that's where the connections start. You can be at any job, and I guarantee you somebody at that job know somebody. It could be a customer come in. That's where the connections start. But you need a job for this. You can't just be out in the wilderness. You ain't gonna meet nobody. But it starts like that. That's why I said always trying to tell people, work on something, man. You know what I mean? Work on something. That's why when I go to work, people go, man, you always like happy and chilling. And I'm like, listen, I'd love for them to fire me for that reason. We firing you because you always too happy at work. What kind of lawsuit I would have? What? That's why I'm like, man, I'd be going to places and I can see like places you gotta go, like to get a driver's license or to get your driver's license renewed, or a lot of these places, not all of them, but a lot of them places you see a lot of people are unhappy because they don't want to deal with people. They not feeling like it. I'm like, nah, I gotta party. I don't care what time of the morning I gotta be here, and I won't crowd nobody else's space. Boom. I don't crowd nobody's space, but I'm not gonna be unhappy. So I'm gonna be chilling. People like, damn, this guy must be rich because he's always coming to work and chilling. Like he ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't have nothing to worry about. Because it's this life, and then we die, and then there's death. There's death after this. So it's like, why would I let another human being make me unhappy with the short time I got on planet Earth? You know what I mean? Why would I want that? Like, I'm 48. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have much time. I mean, I got a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in my 20s, 48 years old. A lot of people be like, oh, you're still young. Well, somewhat, but boom, turn around, you close your eyes, wake up, you're 75. You know what I'm saying? And the whole life didn't pass you by, and you didn't work at a job where people hate you. Like the management, none of these people are human. These people are there. They want their little management salary, and they do whatever the big bosses tell them to do. Nobody's like you don't get that fluffiness when you go to work. Like you can feel like genuine love. Like, man, I love being here. Like I remember having jobs like that years ago. Damn, it is so many cops on the highway. What? I remember having jobs that didn't pay nothing, but they were so much. And I was younger, of course. I lived at home. I didn't really have to stress having a good paying job or nothing like that because you didn't really have bills to pay. You lived at home. But I remember those jobs. They didn't pay well, but the atmosphere was so off the hook, man. The manager was cool. Like, dude, JR, Spanish dude. Okay. Yo, I'm going to tell you, man. Man, it's like... Dude, that guy did not kid. When they had the walkthrough and the CEOs and all of them had to come do the walkthrough, and you know how they used to come with their little powerful friends. He wasn't intimidated by them. You know what I mean? He wasn't afraid of none of them. He didn't like suddenly become a fake person because they're there and change his whole aura. He stayed the same. He didn't care about none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because he understood if all of us are sticking together and we all have our backs, they can't touch us, care how powerful they are. It's true. It's just the way it is. He knew it. Every single employee loved this dude, man. It's nothing they wouldn't do for this guy. That dude. And I think about it until this day. I'm like, man, that was such... It depends on who's in leadership. They can, like, so if you're working at a job, whoever's in leadership can make the job very fun. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's in leadership, all right, let's put it like this. Whoever's in leadership and who you have to directly deal with. Because you don't directly deal with, employees don't directly deal with like the CEO. You directly deal with your manager. So if the person who directly oversees the people they work with directly, like you got to go to this manager for everything. If something happened, you go to that person, you go to that manager, right? If the manager is a mean, evil person that nobody likes, you know how uncomfortable it is to go to this person for anything. But you have to go to this person for things. You have to. Like, you have to go to this person for things. You have to go to them. And it's the most it's one of the most uncomfortable feelings because you work there. They work there. Somebody made this person a manager. You work there, they work there. It is the most. It's not the most. It's a lot of uncomfortable things in life, but it is one of the most uncomfortable things to deal with. Is when you got to go up to this person that's so mean. It's like that talks down to everybody. There's like you can see they got hatred for people, and it's like, why would you be at a job that you have to deal with people? You know what I mean? If you are you're not a people person, not one bit. Why are you here? Like, nobody likes you. Not one person likes you. Not one. It's like imagine going home, looking your kids in the eyes, smiling, hugging your wife, hugging your husband or whatever, knowing that back at the job, and they don't notice, you hiding this from them, and you know back at the job, you hate it. And they don't know. You come home, you front, you don't say one word about it. You know, and it's going to be a tragedy if later on they find out, like, wow, this many people hated you at work, like at the job. Like, who are you when you go there? Like, wow. And you might meet some of those workers, and you're like, man, these people are nothing but sweet people. How could these sweet people hate you? Like, then you realize maybe you don't know who your mother or your father really is. It's always like that. It's always the case. Most of the time, you get older and you realize you got nothing incompatible. You got nothing incompatible with with none of your parents. You know what I mean? Your father is an alcoholic. You clean. You like to like be sober and do things. You know, do things in life. Your father's an alcoholic, doing nothing with his life his whole life. You ain't nothing like that. You realize you don't see this when you're a youngster though. You only realize this when you get older. As soon as you get older, you realize this. You know, and that's how crazy it is. You don't. It's like, yo, man, I ain't nothing like my mother. What? And you probably say, listen, let me do the right thing. Go meet who my mother is. Go meet who my father is. And you'll meet them, and you're just like, nah, I'm not messing with. I got too much things going on in life. I got too many bills I gotta pay. I missed one payment on my car. What, you got responsibility as an adult, and it's not your fault. Don't get mad, guys, but it's not your fault that you can't make it to your family's Thanksgiving dinner. Like, sometimes you gotta. What can you do? You didn't make that whole. You gotta pay bills all the time. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make that up. It's just for some reason you're born in this world and you gotta do it. Like what? And they don't even pay you enough to pay your bill. Like, it's such a scam, man. Oh my gosh, dude. And I realize why a lot of people don't want to get a job. Because of what, you can't just be like, listen, I need money. What time is it? All right, I need money. Let me go over here, get a job. No, you don't get hired. It's so much red tape they put you through just to get a low-paying job. Like you would think you're getting like a job to bodyguard like the president or something. To what they put you through just to get you gotta pay bills now. All this, I'll call you back. Oh, we'll see. Well, we're not hiring now. Oh, what? It should be the law. Like, nah, you better hire these people now. They got bills they gotta pay that we made up. The government and all these powerful people made this up that we gotta pay rent and bills and all that. You better. How could it be how is it even a law that people can turn you away when you're you're out there trying to get a job and these people are turning on? Well, we're not hiring right now. Nah, we're hiring. We need well. It's against the law that when can you start? That's what you should hear. When can you start? All this, fill out this application and do this and we'll see you. Get out of here. I need this job right now. It ain't none of this coming back 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks. The wrong people got control of these jobs, man. The wrong people. Like, who makes all this red tape up? Where? It's somebody that's in charge of this, man. Who makes all this stuff up? It's too much red tape to get a job, and it's a low paying job. It'll be a job paying like $13 an hour. You got to go through all of this for $13 an hour. Hire this person. Let them get on with their life. Let them get on with starting their finances up. It's only $13 you guys are paying. Oh my gosh, dude. That's why people give up and just get government assistance and don't want to work. And people go, well, those people are lazy. They don't want to get a job. Dude, to get a job at McDonald's nowadays is a lot of red tape. They want to know your background. And listen, forget all that. Listen, you steal something or you do something wrong, you're out of here, pal. I don't care about if you got a felony, if you went to jail and all that. You do something, you're out of here, pal. Man, that's it. You do something, you're out of here, pal. That's it. But, nobody should have to go through all that. Oh, I hope I got the job. Well, it's only $13 an hour. I better have the job. All this, I hope I got the job. How you doing? Good?
Good. Hang in there.
Yeah.
That's it.
1.2 billion.
I know. Hopefully I put it in yesterday. So hopefully I win.
Good. Yeah, it's
Oh,
even if
even if I have to share with somebody, I don't care.
but just
I'll share.
you'll get back about 500 million from that, and just off the interest, you don't even gotta touch or do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
All right, I see you. All right. Okay, get back. Yeah, I'm telling you, son, that shit's. You don't gotta touch it, do nothing. There's so much fucking money, nigga. You got to. I'm talking about just off the fucking interest alone on something like that. Just pick a number and play, and that's it. Don't do nothing else. Pick 1 to 2 numbers. I would say don't spend no more. People go crazy when the lottery is this high, and it be high like this, and it go to this amount all the time. It's not going to be like if this was the last time the lottery went up to this amount, I can be like, yeah, you need to play. It's going to be like this more and more and more and more. Yep. All right, guys. Time clock. I'm glad you guys tuned in. But time clock. Gotta get something to eat. Oh man, time clock is hungry. And any of you guys got any suggestions on how I can? I mean, I keep messing this up. I watch a million videos about how to boil a hard-boiled egg and make that and peel the shell off real easy. If any of you guys can hook me up, put in the comments, put anywhere, and let me know how to do it the easiest way. If you've been doing it for years and you know, guaranteed this is the solution, because I tried so many tricks that people told me about and none of these things worked. It's still hard to pull an egg peel off. I mean, listen, if any of you guys know how to do it, and if you like, you do it, you've been doing it for years and you got no problem, you know exactly what you're doing, please put in the comments, hook me up, let me know about it. If you know how to get those peels off the eggs real easily, let me know. All right, time clock signing. Man, just let me know. And time clock gotta sign off. All right, guys.